How's everybody out there on the web doing? I'm Chappie with New Survival Skills, and this is...
I'm Matt with New Survival Skills.
And today we're going to go over some brief topics. We're going to touch on snake bite kits and the proper procedures for handling a snake bite in the wild. We're going to go over my load-bearing vest and some of the tactical gear that I carry in my vest. And Matt, you're going to show...
I'm going to show my own load-bearing vest, give you a little different idea. Going to go over my Atlas pack, some of the pros and cons of all those kind of gear.
So stay tuned, and we hope the information that you find in the videos that we put together is very informational, and that it'll help you in your decision for the types of things that you need to put in your kit. As well, our cameraman Ed is going to go over his own EDC bag today, and he's going to show you some of the things that kind of correlate with the EDC bag that I carry, and he's going to show you some of the opposite things or some of the other things that he carries in his EDC. And we want you to keep in mind that you need to gear your EDC and the types of things that you carry in it for yourself. And we'll just touch on those topics briefly, and we hope you guys enjoy the videos. Hey guys, the first topic we're going to touch on today is snake bites and how to treat them in the wild. And I've had so many people ask me questions about what do you do for a snake bite, how do you treat it in the wild, and I've had people respond back to me with some of the dumbest answers I've ever heard. And now that we're in 2010 and you know, medical technology has gone so far, you have to remember that the old wives' tales of cutting a snake bite and sucking the venom out is the worst thing you could ever do. Not only is the person who's dealing with the bite still going to have that venom in their body, but now you, if you're the person treating them, who sucked their blood out, has now put it into your mouth, where the quickest way to getting to the heart is through the gums, aside from direct intravenous injection of venom. Don't ever do that. Don't ever cut a snake bite. Don't give it the little X cuts, and just watch the video and we'll show you the proper way to deal with it.
If you don't know your patient, you're exposing yourself to a lot of other
exactly. Just like Mr. Kilgore just said, if you don't know who the patient is and you don't know their medical history, this person might have a blood-borne pathogen that you're going to infect yourself with on top of the venom from the snake. So the first thing you want to keep in mind is the proper footwear when you're in the bush. Now, my boots come up mid-calf. They're thick leather, and they're pretty much impervious to just about anything, including snakes. And when you're out in the field and you're walking around and you're hiking, you're doing whatever, if you come to a log or something that you have to traverse over, remember that you don't want to straddle the log as you're going over. You want to step up onto it and then step off it at a good clear distance, because if you put your leg over, chances are there might be a snake under there, and if you throw your leg over, you're gone. So let's get into the snake bite kit and I'll show you how to use it. This is the only snake bite kit that we recommend for field use. It's made by a great company called Sawyer, and it is a Sawyer extractor, and I've used it a few times. I've had to replace the shaving razor. Now, the only reason you have a shaving razor in this kit is if somebody gets bit on the arm or on the leg and they have a lot of hair around the injection spot, you want to be able to remove that so that you get a clear suction. And then with these kits, you have the extractor itself, which is basically a reverse syringe or plunger. You pull it up, and when you push down on it, it creates suction. And it creates enough suction that it can hang from my hand. These kits come with 4 different cup sizes for large bites, small bites, and there's actually a snake bite cup, and then for very small bites. This kit is made specifically to be used for all types of bites. Comes with a couple of adhesive bandages, comes with some stingies, alcohol prep pads, and another sting relief. And I actually added a surgical scalpel to this kit, but I don't use it for extracting venom. This is used for other things, and I just store it in here so that I have it readily available. Now what you're going to do with this is very simple. When somebody's bit by a snake, you're going to take this out You're going to take it to the wound after you've cleared it of the hair, and you're going to put it on there. And as you can see, Ed, if you can get in there on that, it's already given me a pretty good hickey on my hand. Or as we like to call them, cholo pox. Now, I'm going to be very honest and say that the best method for avoiding a snake bite is to be precautious in the areas that you hike in, and wear your boots. Make sure that the lower extremity is covered as much as possible so that you don't have lower extremity bites. And just be safe out in the wilderness, and remember that 99% of the time, if you come up on a rattlesnake, the first thing it's going to do is it's going to leave the area. It doesn't want to be around you. If it coils up and it starts rattling, you've gotten too close and it's giving you a warning. When it does that, leave. Just give the snake ample space. And remember that if a snake is 6 feet long, it has a 6 foot plus bite radius, meaning it can lunge from that area and hit you 6 feet and beyond. So just give rattlesnakes, any poisonous snakes, their distance, a wide berth. And if you need any more information on kits like these, I would suggest you pick up this book right here. It's also by Sawyer. It's a practical guide to outdoor protection, and the book is very detailed on different types of bites and treatment from biting flies and scorpions, ants, spiders, all the way up to your venomous snakes. And it's very in-depth and detailed on how to use it, and it gives you more of an instruction on how to use this, the extractor by Sawyer. And hopefully the information that we've given you on how to treat a snake bite in the wild is going to help you out. Another thing I would say is do not ever apply a tourniquet to a lower extremity or an upper extremity to keep the blood or the venom from flowing from the snake bite area to the heart, unless you know how to properly use a tourniquet, because you can do more damage with a tourniquet than you can do good. Keep those things in mind, and hopefully you'll have a safe hike and a safe outdoor experience.